So, wait, let me just double check. Hello, everyone. Let me turn on my cam so everyone can see my face. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Beyond Blockchain Hashgraph Hackathon's closing ceremony. Woo! Woo! Okay, I guess I can actually only see myself because I'm sharing my screen right now, right? So, hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us on a Friday evening slash afternoon slash morning, right? Depending on which part of the world you are. But nonetheless, thanks for joining us on such an amazing Friday, right? And together with me, we have Matt, right? A face that you have seen and known and loved throughout the entire hackathon. And I'm so happy we made it, right? So, what's gonna happen is I'll go through some stuff, and then Matt's gonna announce the winners, and then I'll go through more stuff in the end. All right. So without further ado, let's get started. Right now, we all of us are here today because the aim of this hackathon is to shape the future by building innovation solutions, right, on Hedera. And after 1 month, I'd like to say that we've done exactly that. So what has happened over the course of the month, right? As mentioned, we've had 4 weeks of activities, right? We have 2 code-alongs. We have had speaker sessions, and we've also had mentor sessions, right? All the teams sat in and met their respective mentors. We've learned a variety of amazing stuff on topics, right? Like on how to take your hackathons to the next level, how to come up with great ideas, right? We even had code-alongs by members in the Hedera community, right? We have someone from Akia and Hedera holding the code-alongs just for us to get acquainted with the on building on Hedera, right? So apart from that, so what after 4 weeks, right? This is what we've got, right? 1,400 people registered for the hackathon, which is amazing, right? We see a large number of them in the Discord channel. And we saw 92 teams being formed, right? You can see that in the participants guide, the long list of teams. And out of the 92 teams, we have had 44 submissions. And out of these 44 submissions and over a week judging, we have 7 prize winners. So I hope all of you are excited for this evening. Evening for my time once again, right? I hope all of you are excited, right, in this session, as we are now going to announce the winners coming soon. But before that, I would like to say a very, very big thank you, right? First and foremost to all these amazing folks, right? They've you may not have seen their faces, but you've definitely seen them on Discord, right? They've been answering your questions more so towards the end of the hackathon, right? Because everyone started asking questions on the Discord channel, right? I know some of you out there are guilty of it. Okay, I'm just kidding, right? So yeah, really big thank you to the mentors, the speakers, right? And then speaking of which, also another big thanks to the judges in the end who determined the winners, right? Here we have the judges who judged the submissions. So we have Andy, Duncan, Sai Prasad, and Alex, and they are from DLA, Piper, and Aberdeen. If you attended one of the sessions in the past, you recognize the names. These are startups they're DeFi on built on Hedera, right? You have WoPay, and then of course Alex is the Chief Information Security Officer in Hedera. So after they deliberated, right, these are the judging criteria. Once again, do a quick recap on what they were looking out for, the judges, right? 7 different things. So how innovative the idea was, how feasible it was as a business, how well executed the idea is, how well integrated Hedera is within the solution. Has there been validation, meaning has it gone through user testing or feedback, and how impactful it is to the ecosystem, right? And finally, how well done the pitch was. Now, one of the reasons why these judging criteria we chosen, right, is because I think we want to have a hackathon where the products that come out, the ideas, the products that come out, do serve a particular purpose, or rather, are relevant to the theme, right? But also, I think towards the end of tonight's ceremony, I'll be telling you why these things are important, right? So stay tuned, everyone. So make sure you all don't go anywhere, right, in the next hour, because we got some exciting stuff that we're gonna talk about. Now, so this is recap number one, the judging criteria. Recap number two, these are the prizes and awards. So those of you out there in the audience, I bet all of you are looking towards these prizes. So, grand prize 20K, second prize 15, third prize 10, fourth prize 3, and fifth prize is 2K, right? So pretty good prize pool. Now, apart from the main prizes, we have the best of tracks, right? So I hope you all recall that when you took part in the hackathon, all of you had the different tracks that you could choose from, right? And the you have, so our themes were sustainability, DeFi, and tokenization. Now, best of the tracks will get additional 10K, right? So what does this mean? Is it possible to get a best of track and one of the prizes? Definitely, okay. So this is to incentivize people to work truly towards the themes. Okay, now right, so let's start with the track winners. But before I say anything, I think I'm gonna pass the mic over to Matt. Right, Matt's gonna be the one presenting the prizes. So Matt, you all good?
Yeah, all good, Jackie. Thank you for the kind intro. And just before we jump into the next couple of slides, I do want to just say a couple of quick things to not to delay everybody, and everybody's got suspension about wanting to know who's won. But I do want to say that obviously a big thanks to the team over at Tribe and Angel Hack as well for supporting this whole hackathon experience that we've been going through over the past 4 weeks. This kind of experience doesn't happen without pulling together a team effort of the likes of Jackie and the team, along with obviously internal team members over at Swirls Labs that have helped in terms of mentoring, doing sessions, and doing judging as well. The ecosystem partners that we had doing some of the workshops with you. So are here. We had a couple of the team from there doing a couple of sessions along with team members from Swirls Labs as well in terms of educational pieces that were really valuable. And then finally, as Jackie touched on just there on a couple of the earlier slides, we had the fortune of having both Alex from Hedera itself to do the placed prize judging, and we also had representatives from the governing council member, from the governing council members. And sorry, Jackie, you've jumped off your slides there, I think, for a moment. From the governing council members of Aberdeen, of DLA Piper, and of WorldPay as well, being part of that the best in track prizes. So Jackie, could you just pop the presentation slide back up for me as well, please, if that's all right?
Yes, of course. Give me a sec. Sorry, my hands slipped. I almost gave away the big news.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah,
You don't even jump into the wrong slide for me. That would be criminal, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm gonna make sure that I'm clicking the right things. Give me a sec. Strangely.
No worries. That's all good. And just while Jackie's doing that as well, I do want to congratulate all of the participants that took part in this hackathon experience as well. The most important thing for myself and for the DevRel team at Swirls Labs is providing the community with an opportunity to connect with the Hedera technologies, to engage with those technologies, and have the opportunity of being able to learn and build something and experiment and find your way in terms of working with this as well. It's taken a journey for everybody to be able to find an idea, form a team, build out various levels of prototype before getting to a POC or a demo that you could share with us. So a huge congratulations for everybody that's taken part. And without further ado, let's bounce forward into the winners now so that we can get on to this next stage. So let's bounce on to the next slide, Jackie, if you would, for the first Best in Track prize. So these Best in Track prizes each stand a chance of having 10k USD as an award to go towards obviously the furthering of their project and recognition of the hard work that they've done in the hackathon so far. So the first one we've got up, I really wish I had a drum roll effect going on, but for sustainability, we have the team over at Power that helped the sustainability track. This was a really exciting project that was creating a decentralized demand management platform built on Hedera. These guys did a great job of putting together a pitch. You can find out more about them at poweramp.xyz. I know that we had Kyle and his team running that project and came out with a great solution that utilized a number of different components within the Hedera ecosystem. I don't want to give too much of the game away for all of the projects that are here, because I know that everybody's at a different stage with what they want to share about their projects, but really excited to be able to award that team with 10k USD to go towards obviously furthering the work that the Power Amp team have done. So a big congrats to Kyle and his team on the work that they've done there. Great job on the pitch video as well. Really loved the work that you did. So thank you so much for contributing to the hackathon, and well done for that prize as well. So okay, let's bounce on to the next track winner. Okay, so we have a tokenizer future winner of HederaStone. So we've got Sarah and Jerry as the project leads for that. And I know those guys will be super stoked. They put together a great video for their project too. And basically their project, I'll read out a little bit about it for you again. Basically creating 2 and 3D NFTs, and basically the idea of the team, again, we're not giving away too much here because everybody's at different stages. They're looking to onboard some of the 200 million people worldwide who basically spend their leisure time researching their family trees. They're looking to create essentially a 3D family tree of the future. So really excited by the work that I saw come out of the team from Sarah and Jerry. And a truly big well done on getting the Best in Track for the Tokenizer Future track for us. So well done, team. Really loved your work. And finally, for the DeFi track winner, again, want to have a drum roll, haven't got one, but let's go for it on to the next one. See Jackie tapping the desk over there instead. Is the that's right. Block Trade Labs. These guys, again, Daryl and your team over there have done a great job of putting together a project that is basically aimed at powering funded crypto trading programs by providing aspiring traders with access to capital, education, and transparent performance tracking, with an aim to empower traders to attract investors and enhance liquidity on exchanges. So again, the team did a great job in terms of putting together the pitch video for this, providing us with an overview of how they would actually utilize the different services for Hedera to actually get this in place. Really love the work that you've done, and I think this is one of those areas that is really important to get that education piece out there. So really looking forward to seeing where you guys can take your project and to build that out on the Hedera ecosystem. So again, a huge congrats to Daryl and the team from Block Trade Labs for winning the Best in Track prize for DeFi. So again, each of those winners taking away 10k USD as obviously an award in recognition of the work that they've done during the hackathon, and hopefully to continue funding the work that they're doing with those projects. So well done, team. Each of those areas was basically the winners for each of those areas, was identified by our governing council members that each have a specialty in each of those areas. So it was truly quite unique to be able to take the projects that we'd gone through, verified, peer reviewed, and lifted up into those judges to then have them pick out each of these projects. So you can rest assured that each of those has come out from one of our governing council members that specialised in each of those areas. So a big, huge well done to each of the track winners. Right then, so now on to the placed prize winners. So this is where we get to build up that intensity a little bit more. Again, wish we had some super duper music going on in the background, but instead you're gonna have my kind of. I'm not gonna say I'm an auction house master with being able to narrate narrate these prizes and build suspense, but I will do my best to keep you entertained as we go. All right, Jackie, let's bang through this. So we're gonna start from the bottom up, I believe.
So fifth place.
Fifth place. So fifth place is taking home a prize of 2K USD, not to be sniffed at. And this place prize is going to go to, drumroll, Biota. So the team Endro. Grant, really loved this project. So just to give you a bit of context around this one for you, this was the Index for Nature. So Biota is basically creating an innovative decentralized platform that serves the public forum for local communities to engage with and make decisions about the preservation and usage of natural lands and environments around them. So this platform will enable locals to take an active role in shaping their community and in turn contributing to wider global efforts for environmental sustainability. Now, I know Tom was the main team person in this project. Tom put together an absolute stellar demo for us with this platform that he's created for the hackathon, using a number of the services from HTS to HCS to the Hedera smart contract service as well. He brought in user feedback as part of his pitch video to show us how that influenced what he'd done and delivered as part of his project. And I truly think this has got quite an exciting story ahead of it. I believe that the work that Tom has put into the Biota submission, really early days for this, as it is for many projects with a hackathon. But I think this has got some truly kind of powerful future to it and powerful story to it as well in terms of enabling us as community members around the globe to take a greater part in what's going on within our local community, talking to making sure that we look after the environment that's around us and managing obviously those important and significant ecological parts of the community as well. So well done, Tom, on an absolute awesome effort with Biota. You'll be taking away, like I said, 2K USD as an award, recognising the work that you've put into this project. Really look forward to seeing you continuing to build on it. And I actually have got multiple threads of connections that I would really like to make sure that I connect you with as we go forward from the hackathon. So stay in touch and look forward to sort of keeping in touch with you as you move forward with your project. So well done. Awesome work, Tom. All right, let's back forward then. So we're going to go on to the fourth prize now. So for fourth prize, we'll take away 3K USD, again, recognizing the work they've done, helping to contribute to the furthering of the project that they've developed for this hackathon, and really like to see where they can take their work from the work that they've put in so far. So again, big drum roll in your imagination, if you can, please. The fourth place goes out to, and let's hit the result, Jackie.
Boom.
Mato and Katomic. So this was a great submission again. This one is from Alex, and he's created an absolutely awesome platform that basically allows you to use a very simple and natural language called Katomic that allows anybody to design, build, and execute their very own native atomic transactions on Hedera. So without needing to necessarily utilize a smart contract in any way, but being able to create an atomic swap on Hedera using a very simple language so that anybody could come along and use that, whether you are a developer or not. And there was some great ideas that Alex talked to on this as well, in terms of being able to build on top of it and essentially the power of utilizing AI further on top of that, and what other systems might be able to do as they integrate with the platform that he's built. So absolutely fantastic submission. Loved the demo that you're able to put together for this, Alex. Think it's absolutely brilliant. So really looking forward to seeing where you take it. Again, you're going to be taking home 3K USD towards this project, and hopefully to help you carrying on building with the work that you're doing. I know that you're a diehard H barbarian, so I know that you'll be in the ecosystem, but absolutely looking forward to staying in touch with you and being able to build on this work that you've done on this so far. So congrats on that. Really great job on that submission. Well done, Alex. Really look forward to that one. So, all right, bouncing forward again, we're going to start getting into the serious space now, guys. This is where the prize money starts to really jump up in these last three places. So third prize is for 10K USD. So a significant amount of money now going over to this third place prize in recognition of the work they've put in to help them move forward with what the work that is that they're gonna do with this project as they move forward. I know this type of money is going to mean a hell of a lot to the projects that are out there that have put in hard work to get to this point. And I know what opportunity it presents for them. Having been in their shoes many times over on my path in the past, this will make a big difference to them, I'm quite sure. So again, big drum roll. Third place prize is going to go to that's right, GeoTap. Awesome. So this project, GeoTap, again, is creating a groundbreaking platform that's leveraging Hedera's technology to enable users to verify physical presence through gamification at specific locations and claim location-based NFTs in a reliable and accessible manner. So Milan was the main project lead for this submission. Was really pleased to see the result in terms of the demo that Milan provided us. Created some really great innovation with NFC technology. I know that he put a lot of work into that in terms of trying to find the right technology combination for using with Hedera to make sure it was entirely immutable and had great security to it at the same time. I think this project is really exciting because it actually has a number of both commercial, sustainable, and recreational kind of uses as well. And it can be applied in so many different ways. Again, I could really dig into this and probably talk about this on quite a lot, but I really want to respect that each of these projects are going to have their own little journey in terms of what they want to share, what they don't want to share. And I don't want to give anybody's game away, but I really loved the work that Milan put in here, especially utilizing some of the low code solutions that I know he's put a heap of work into in the past as well. And it was a really exciting system and well designed, great user interface, great user experience, really well thought through. And I think this has so many different applications. I'm really excited to see where this can go, Milan, and really hope to look forward to continue working with you on this one as you drive this forward too, because I think it's got big places to go. If you explore it a little bit further, as people that are out there in the audience, if you want to know a little bit more, head over to geotap.it or geotap.it, and you can have a look at the demo site that Milan has put together for this. Great effort, Milan. Really love the work you're doing, and a truly huge well done on this, because I know that you've put in a hell of a lot of work. So congrats on your third place prize. You're going to be taking home 10K USD for this, and I really hope that goes a long way in terms of continuing to build out on the work that you've put into it, and helps you to continue to move the project forward. So absolutely massive well done. Congrats on that one, Milan. Really proud. Okay, stepping forward again, second prize, we bounced the prize money up again on this one. So we're talking 15K USD for this second place prize. Again, it's a significant amount of money. When you're trying to build projects like this and you're in the early days, this kind of money can really help you to put in place things like marketing systems. It can fund some of the early infrastructure that you need for your software solutions. It can help you to just simply get yourself moving forward and get your project moving forward. It makes such a big difference in the early days of some of these projects that are coming out of the hackathon. So I know this is going to mean a lot as well. So the second prize, like I said, is going for 15K USD, and let's reveal who's won this one.
Drum rolls.
Drum roll.
Ta-da!
This is going to the Building Blocks team with their submission for ESG responsive legal agreements. Again, this project was awesome. They're basically creating a new way to manage ESG and supply chain legal agreements using Hedera and smart legal contracts that adapt to companies' ESG commitments. So I've looked through this project. I've seen the architecture diagram for it, the way in which the solution has been built to basically identify some of the thresholds, some of the dynamic placeholders within agreements that you can then leverage to actually incorporate that on the DLT so that you can dynamically respond to the way in which some of those thresholds are being managed, and to be able to work with them in a trackable, auditable, transparent way that it upholds the logic of those agreements that you've got in place legally. So really excited to see where this can go. It was something really novel, something great to see that's different in this space, but equally superbly interesting in terms of applying what's been done there with the way that the legal agreements are being tied into things like smart contracts on the Hedera network as well. So really great work on that. Congrats to Niall as the project's lead. I know you've got 3 other team members on there as well. You did a great job on that too, Niall. So absolutely brilliant. I'm really chuffed to kind of see this kind of project bounce up to the top and to sort of get a second place prize. I know this is going to be a great sort of win for you and the team to be able to drive this forward. So really excited to see where you go with it, and look forward to staying in touch as you continue to build out that project. So a huge congrats on that for your second place prize. Well done to you and the team. Brilliant result. Okay, last announcement to make the first place prize. This one, again, I'm just going to summarize the prize value for you. This one goes away with 20K USD in prize money. So a nice big chunk of funds going towards a project at this stage in their journey. This can really make a big difference in terms of being able to develop the project and to move it forward. And I really think this is going to be a great one as well. So really chuffed for the team on this one. So let's big drum roll in all your minds if you can. And a first place prize will go to.
All right, everyone, ready for it? Like type in the chat. What do you think it is? What do you think it is in the chat? Yeah, this is like.
I know, yeah, that's it. Who's the bets? Who's the bets going on? We should run a bet. Bets going on in the chats at this point.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna click next. Yeah. So.
Yeah, you go for it.
Boom.
Okay, so HederaStone, you're not mistaken, they also won the Tokenizer Future track. This project has come in at first place, and for good reason. This team, Jerry, Sarah, Indy, Jake, Jeremy, you guys did a cracking job through and through, from your project planning or your business plan for the project to your pitch video, constantly reflecting back on the aspects of the rubric that we've put together for the hackathon, to identify exactly what it was we were looking for and exactly kind of the details we were looking for as we were going through that. You've been able to craft a project that is unique. I'm really quite excited with where this is going in terms of the work that you've put in place, from the 2 and the 3D NFTs, using photogrammetry with your solution, creating metaverse experience. I'm not going to dig into the intricacies of the project, because I know this is one that is there's got a lot of legs to it, and I think it can go tremendously far. It will touch on, like I said, 200 million people worldwide that actually spend their time looking at their family trees, researching that work. And it's an absolutely thriving community that's out there already. It's one of those communities that already has a big pool of users in the Web 2 space, and there's nothing like this in the Web 3 space that this team have put together. So pretty excited to see where these guys can take this one, and an absolutely massive congratulations to Sarah, Jerry, Indy, Jake and Jeremy, on your journey through this. I'm particularly kind of happy about this one because I know that for Sarah and Jerry, they were fairly new to the hackathon experience. Weren't sure even if they should be here at the very start of the hackathon experience. Is this place for me? Am I meant to be in a hackathon? And they've gone from being in a place where they have this deep problem knowledge and deep sort of idea that they want to solve. They came into this without having any technical skills themselves, but formed a great team with two technical resources within the hackathon experience, Jake and Jeremy, and were able to go through and build out a proof of concept of what their solution would do and how it would look and how it would behave. And then on top of that, crafted cracking resources to help the judges align that to the rubric. And also a really great pitch video that was both, strategic in terms of talking to the rubric, but also touched on really valuable points about how they were actually addressing each of those points that were so important in the rubric to show us how they were actually going to move forward, and what their solution could do for the ecosystem as well. So this team have both won out on the Tokenized Future track and come in on first place. So an absolute huge congratulations to you on that team. I know that Jerry and Sarah will both be stoked about that. So I think that's a brilliant sort of story of the 5 placed prize winners. Again, we'll just do a quick recap. So we had the Endro team in place in 5th place with their Biota platform. In 4th place, we had Kata with Katomic. Again, the website is katomic.org or Go Katomic on Twitter. Then we had 3rd place of GeoTap. Again, you could find more about that project at geotap.it. Then we had Building Blocks with the ESG legal agreements in 2nd place. And in 1st place, we had HederaStone with a 3D family tree of the future. I will touch very briefly just on housekeeping around this teams. I'm sure you are all super stoked to have received the news of winning a prize through the hackathon. Rest assured, we will be reaching out to you to arrange how the prizes are distributed. There will be a little bit of admin to that to sort of make sure everything's handled in the appropriate way. So rest assured, we will be reaching out to you, and don't worry on that front. We will absolutely be making sure those prizes make their way over to you. And finally, just an absolutely huge congratulations to all of you that have both won a placed prize and also a best in track prize as well. It's been a really big week or two for the judges from both a tribe and angel hack point of view, going through and validating and verifying projects, through to the Swirls, DevRel, and DA teams that have gone through this and graded all of those 44 projects, peer reviewed them, made sure that we've got the grades in there consistently. And then finally, all the way up to the VIP judges from both Hedera and our governing council members that have taken a part in the hackathon to provide us with their expertise and to pick out the best in track prizes and these placed prizes as well. So absolutely stunning result, and really grateful for all of the support of all of those teams that have been able to make that happen and to get to this point in the event with us as well. So congrats to everybody that's won a prize, and thank you to everybody that's supported us going through this last judging period. I know it's been long days and very, very hard work for many of you, so really appreciate the turnaround on that. With that, I will bounce the mic back over to Jackie.
So, thank you, Matt, for the entire section on prize, presenting the prize winners. And like as I hear you share the work of the different teams, right? I can't help but detect a hint of pride. Like it's pretty amazing, right? Like when we first started out, you had all these teams not sure what to build, or like whether they were kind of like getting their first steps in, and then over the next couple of weeks, here they are, winning prizes. So it's kind of
absolutely
neat,
yeah.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I think it's been a real journey. You've got to remember that when people come into a hackathon, some people are coming in without any kind of idea to start with. Some are coming in with kind of a thought that they might sort of take forward. Some, in the case of, as I mentioned, with the winners, in this particular case, they've come in with very much strong business domain knowledge, not necessarily strong technical knowledge. Not sure whether a hackathon's a place for them. And this kind of result shows you that there is a place for that blend between technical and business sort of knowledge within these events. And it's actually a really important blend to have. So I think it's a really great story. I'm super proud of all the teams that have gone through this.
Yeah.
I'm super proud of everybody that's pulled together to make it happen. So really good result from my point of view.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, journey. The word journey really describes the entire experience, I must say. So wonderful. So
For sure.
yeah. Woo-hoo. Okay, yeah, I meant to show that a bit earlier. Oh, no, so everyone in here in the Zap space, right? Speaking of prizes, a few housekeeping issues. So I mean, to assure the prize winners, will be contacting you soon after to get the winnings processed. Now, another thing, right, is that throughout the entire hackathon, like when all of you attended the events, we did mention something like a POAP, right? POAP meaning digital badges that you can get for attending from POAP.xyz. And we encourage all of you to attend the different sessions and events that we had. And because we were giving out all the different POAPs, and there's a mystery word that you can form, in fact, out of the POAPs. I've gotten a lot of DMs and questions about it, and I suppose now is as good a time as any other just to kind of like talk about it briefly. Because those who manage to find the mystery word when they submit their submissions will get swag. So, we'll be distributing swag to those attentive ones. All right. So now, without further ado, right, here are the 5 different POAPs that you can get from the sessions, right? So the moment you attend, we'll take note of your attendance and then email you the link to retrieve the POAPs. Now, so for those of you who, I mean, you can already shout out the answer if you know what the word is. Those of you in the Zap space, do you manage to get what the word was? Like, so you can, in each of the POAPs, there's a letter hidden. On the very first one, you see that there's a letter T that's quite obviously shown, and then subsequently you have to dig a bit harder for the rest. So, anyone? Maybe wait for like a few seconds for you guys to see if you can catch the word.
They're making you wait for this one, Jackie.
No? Okay, I guess not. So, let me highlight. So on the first one, you get that T, right? And then the second one is actually the O on the upper left corner of the browser. Third one is a K at the base of the rocket. And then you have the letter E on the podium in third place. And finally, you have the N on the light bulb. And together, they form the word token. So, okay, so for those of you who are out there asking about the secret word is actually token. Yeah. So, thank you everyone in the session, because we have almost come to the end of our session, but please don't go just yet. Don't go just yet, because on top of that, we have a few things we want to announce. Actually, just 2 things, 2 interesting things, and then we can spend maybe around 30 to 45 minutes socializing. Now, the journey for the hackathon might be over. So for those of you who have submitted successfully, right, if all of you have submitted something, you will get a certificate of participation. All right. Now, of course, we want to make sure that all of your efforts are, have, well, I guess, rewarded to some extent, right? And we would like to commemorate your time here with us with the certificate of participation, show that you have indeed on this year, between June and July, taken part in this amazing hackathon. All right, so this is pretty cool. Yeah, so keep an eye out in your email for it. And this is, of course, the winners will get a separate certificate, which I'm not going to show, but all of you who submitted something will indeed get a cert. Winners will get a special one with your names on it. That's gonna be neat, all right? All right, so that's kind of like the first thing that I wanted to share. Now, the second thing, right, is we started our entire like Hashgraph journey, right, with the Learn and Earn campaign on StackUp. StackUp is, if this is the first time you've heard of StackUp, StackUp is a Learn and Earn platform where you can learn stuff and then, and possibly get a reward from it. That's kind of like our sister platform. So the idea was to get people started on their journey from Learn and Earn, right, where they learned about the different aspects of the Hedera ecosystem and also how to build on Hedera. The second part of it is the Hashgraph Hackathon, right? And this is where we just went through an entire month of it, right? So what we wanted to do is take our learners from one part of the journey to the next, because when I talk about journey, right, the next part of this journey that we have is not the end yet, because we will encourage all of you who took part in the hackathon, not just the winners, please bear that in mind, not just the winners, anyone and everyone who feels like, hey, you know what, I still feel a lot strongly about my idea, and I want to take it one step further, and that that's gonna happen in the incubator. So we will be doing a call for submissions, and we'll be having a briefing session soon, right? Soon meaning kind of soon, but keep an eye out for an email from us, right? And we will have a briefing on how to prepare for the incubator. Winners will have an easier time simply because they are the ideas, winning ideas. Anyways, so the incubator involves a few things. So we'll be mentoring, we'll be working closely with the teams, right, in the incubator to commercialize their idea. Okay, not commercialize, take it to the mainnet, basically, right? Like like right now you're probably anywhere between 0.5 to 0. Maybe 0.75, right? And the incubator will bring you to the end of it. This is, I didn't write it down, but the idea is that teams will get something when they complete the program, right? So what that something is, keep an eye out. I just want you guys to read my emails. please read my emails, right? Yeah, so keep an eye out for the incubator, and I foresee that quite a lot of teams here actually they have promised, right? And why not again, turn that hackathon idea into something a lot bigger, and can impact the world, right? And okay, so that's kind of, sorry, yeah, Matt.
Yeah, I'll just add to that as well. Just in terms of what Jackie's sharing there, obviously this has been a three-part experience where we've really wanted to take people on their journey from perhaps never having developed on Hedera before through to having this opportunity where you can take part in a hackathon and experiment with the technology and focus on an idea that might be brand new to you, and then ideally go from there into an incubator where you then have further support over a 3-month period to be able to grow and be nurtured, and to scale and commercialize your idea further. It's a next level of the natural kind of journey that you go on when you're creating kind of an idea in that way. So you've truly had the opportunity here to go from not having built anything before through to building something, through to experimenting with it, through to then commercializing it as well. So it's really going to be a unique experience for you to go through to that next stage as well. I'm certainly going to be supporting, obviously, those that have won prizes within this to have that opportunity to be interviewed for the incubator, to be able to drive that forward. If there are other members of the hackathon that are interested in that, I'm absolutely more than welcome for you to reach out and to sort of register your interest in that. There'll be more information coming on it for sure. I do just want to give a quick shout out as well. I wasn't able to share the URL earlier for the 5th place prize winner by Biota for their website is app.biota.network as well. So if you do want to check out their project as well and you're interested in the work that went on there, please do go check that out as well. So app.biota.network. And then the other thing I just wanted to touch on really quickly, Jackie, as well, was just that Learn and Earn campaign side of things, not to dilute the interest in the the incubator has been the next part of the step. But there will absolutely be a rerun of the Learn and Earn campaign coming up as well. So if you did miss the Learn and Earn campaign and you're still perhaps, you might not have been in a position where you are ready to jump into doing the hackathon or maybe even submitting a project this time round, then please do consider keeping your ear to the ground for the second cohort of the Learn and Earn campaign, because it will be an opportunity for you to get your leg up onto that mindset of being able to build on Hedera and being able to drive forward, so that the next time an opportunity like this comes along, you're ready to capitalize on it, you're ready to jump on it and to build out an idea and join these great teams that have been able to achieve these place prizes and best in track prizes this time round. So yeah, just I'd share that. Thank you for having that in, Jackie.
Hey, no worries, man. Yeah, I wasn't too sure whether I should mention the second run, but yeah, second run's gonna happen as well. So it really depends on where you want to take your journey to next. What was I gonna say? Right. Oh yes. So Biota, I think if you check out the Discord channel, right, that we have, I believe we have the link on Biota as well. So I think some of the teams have started sharing the URLs to their projects in the chat. So keep an eye out. Yep. Now, so we are almost to the end of our ceremony. So, but we'll definitely hang around to kind of like hang out and chat, right? But all this will not be possible because, like, the I guess the entire hackathon experience, right? It is what it is, simply because of like the accumulated feedback from participants such as yourself, right? And so we'll really need your feedback so that we can make the next Beyond Blockchain better, right? Hint, hint, wink, wink. So hopefully we'll have another run. Yeah. So yeah. Please give us feedback. Feedback is very important. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty proud of what Angel Hack does, right? Because we do take feedback really seriously, and we try to incorporate it into subsequent events so that they become increasingly better. And that's how we've been maintaining our kind of like the high level of experience, I'd say, right? So that everyone can have a good time as well. So, folks, those of you who are in the Zap space, if you're on the desktop, take a screen cap of this, or you can just use a camera, look at it. On the other hand, if you're dialing in from your phone, feel free to just screen cap this and then head on to the QR code later on. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here for the next maybe 10 seconds, and then and then we're done, and then we can just go around and have a chat. I'm pretty excited to speak to some of you winners. I want to know how you all think. What's next for all of you.
Fantastic. And thanks so much for everybody taking part in it. Thanks to Jackie and the team, and thanks for obviously all of the members at Swirls, the Governing Council reps, Alex over at Hedera for taking part. Everybody within Swirls that actually jumped up and did presentation works throughout the hackathon as well. Really appreciate all the effort that the different team members have gone on, all of the different unsung heroes, and absolutely all of you guys out there in the community that have supported us on putting this hackathon together and taking part in it. So well done. Look forward to catching up with you all. I'll stand by the side of the stage over here and look forward to having a chat in a minute.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take this chance to shout out to my team members as well who are in the audience. Thank you, you guys. I do a lot of they did all of the hard work, right? Like none of this would be possible without them. I just appear on camera and make a bunch of slides. Yeah. So and on this note, thank you everyone, and I'm gonna stop screen sharing and let's hang out in the area. All right. Yeah.